Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the Undefeated podcast.
The only podcast with two undefeated fighters.
Shine it up. Guys, another special episode here.
Woo!
Before we go any further, please like, subscribe, tell your brethren, send the links elsewhere, share the love. Let's go.
This week, send it to Steven, fam. But real talk, this is a mad one right now.
It is, bro.
Because we had this man on before, fam, yeah?
It was crazy.
And it was crazy, fam. I didn't even know. People still message me today and say, Raw, are you and Spencer okay, fam? I say, yo, we're good, you know. I talked to Spencer still. But Spencer was on a mad thing that day, though. Let me drop a bomb, because Spencer, he came to do nonsense that day,
You came
fam.
on smoke that day,
You came for unnecessary smoke, fam.
Nah, bro. No.
Que rara,
Wait, let's go.
I'm gonna be real.
Round of applause. Wait, we have to clap for you, fam. We have to clap for you. Round of applause. The big man's in the house. Spencer Fearon, the knowledge is back. Drop a bomb.
For real.
But go on. Now you can.
Now, fun and games aside,
Yeah.
I was joking, but Travis knew, you didn't know.
I was hot, fam.
Yeah, so I just thought, let me
I'm
just
not gonna lie to you.
because
I was hot, bro.
I was saying, like, at the time it was like the birth of your show was like it's nearly 2 years
Early.
now,
Yeah, 2
right?
years.
So
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, you know what? I want to get you lot numbers. So if I come on and be a prick with you and all the rest of it and go like, it's gonna get numbers.
It was the highest feed. You weren't lying. You said that we're gonna get.
Exactly. And this one is gonna be higher because we've got a lot to talk about. A lot.
We don't want to waste no time. Usually we'll read comments and do all the madness. I'm saying,
Not
you know
today.
what? Bun that.
Not today.
Yeah, because we got. Where do you want to go? Should we go Wilder Fury, or should we go? We need to go back.
We'll go back, and then we'll come up to Wilder Fury.
All right.
AJ Usyk.
We gotta go back.
We're still there.
So let's talk about this, because I'm starting the show like this.
Go on.
I really want AJ to call up Lennox. That's my dream. That's my one dream. If I want to see Usyk get toppled over and defeated, the one person that can do it is the main man, Lennox Lewis. I feel that's all we need. That's the ingredient for AJ to come back.
So you want him to add to the camp or be his trainer?
No, bro. I want you to do some minus and subtraction from that camp, fam.
But who would you do the subscriptions with?
The man that said, great work, AJ, get the hell out of here, fam. Because you're not supporting this thing, fam. Whoever just thought, if you were sitting in the corner, yeah, and he said, AJ, I like what I'm seeing, and AJ's looking crazy, yeah? Whoever's telling, when you're in the corner and you're bro, compression.
But
on the eye.
But who?
Don't tell me good work.
So who's the main trainer now for you then? Lennox.
Lennox, yeah.
No, no disrespect to Lennox.
Go on.
I wouldn't have Lennox who's training Anthony Joshua.
Why not, though?
I would have Lennox Lewis dropping pointers to Anthony Joshua.
Okay.
You see the day-to-day? Let me tell you this now. You see this boxing thing?
Yeah.
You see, to be a trainer, you can't reach the mountaintop as a trainer. But you did it as a fighter. And then you think you're going to do the same thing as a trainer. You're not going to do it. You ain't got no desire for it like that. You got the desire because you want to be vicarious and say, yes, me bring the youth and and right. Yeah, you want that. But on the reels, you are not going to have that same get up and go, that same drive. You're not. Because you've accomplished it all. Right? Prime example. You see Floyd Mayweather doing work with Gervonta Davis.
Yeah.
With the pads. Do you see him doing the same pads like what he was doing with his uncle or with his dad?
No, it's not there like that.
Exactly. The desire is not the same, right? The desire is not the same. Don't get twisted. Floyd Mayweather, as a point-up guy, to say, but do this, incredible. Because that's all you need. That's Floyd talking to you. And the same with this, I believe, like, Lennox Lewis not being the main trainer, no, because you have to go on a track record. Whatever fighter is Lennox Lewis trained.
Okay.
And you got to look on, like, it's very rare that we get great fighters who become great trainers. It's a rarity. You look historically, you don't really see those guys who do that. You know, Emil Griffiths, who was welterweight, first light middleweight champion, and middleweight world champion. He did become a great trainer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's, like I'm saying, it's few and far between. It's rarity. It's very rare.
So what
Would you put McCracken in that?
I was going to ask you, Trav. What you saying? McCracken
In
still
that
in the
fight?
still in
No.
Hey,
In terms of a fighter that's going to be a trainer.
Well, the thing about this, but McCracken was never a world champion.
Okay.
Right? That's number one. But McCracken did come from good stock because McCracken was trained by Phil Torrance. Phil Torrance was trained and was under the tutelage of Eddie Futch. Eddie Futch was under the tutelage of Yank Durham. Yank Durham was the guy that brought Joe Frazier to the mountaintop. Yeah. You know what I mean? And worked out the plan in the 1971 fight, March 1971, when he beat Ali. So, you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, but it's very difficult for a fighter who was a great to say, all right, then come. You got to go. Especially somebody now, you're not only that, not only are you a great, right? But you're still financially secure. Lennox Lewis is he's one of the meanest men on the planet. He's still got the Razor Rollback fight money. Right? From 91. Right?
That's
so
hilarious.
right. So he's that guy, innit? So it's different. So I would love to have him have pointers for Joshua. And to Joshua to feel that spirit, because Lennox Lewis right now, it wouldn't surprise me. Lennox Lewis looking on them man and say, you know what? I could break up these man now, you know. I'm telling you, because that is the competitiveness that you have as a fighter, that you sit down and watch, bro, I'll punch up this man, you know.
Yeah.
That's what he's got. But I wouldn't say Lennox Lewis got to train him.
I'll be interested, though, because what we're going to get to watch now is Roy Jones with Junior. That's what I'm saying. That's a rich, again, a great fighter, you know.
For me, it's like my theory on someone like Roy Jones being your trainer is like, I don't look too highly on it, only because the type of fighter he was, I don't think I think that's a gifted fighter. Like everything about him,
press the button for him, man. Press the button.
Yeah, you can't train that to someone else.
Right. Roy Jones has to be, over the last 50 years, one of the most gifted individuals that we have ever seen.
Yeah.
Right? Roy Jones should do ridiculous stuff. Roy Jones was like properly like my adult era in boxing. When I was still fighting as well, like 97, 98. Roy Jones was the guy. Roy Jones could do things. I think Alfred Cole, who's a former cruiserweight IBF champion, said he used to be in Roy Jones's camp as well, also trained by Alt Murkison, who was Roy Jones' trainer. And he was like, and Alt Murkison famously was working with Donald Curry. Donald Curry was a 2-weight world champion. And he said about Roy Jones that Roy Jones was so good that he would throw a shot, make a mistake, but be so gifted that he could put himself back on balance to throw another shot to catch you with. You can't teach that.
Yeah.
Right?
This is what I mean.
You can't teach that. Okay. But whereas I think that Roy Jones is a good fit for Junior, because Junior not jam respect. He ain't got no respect. Right? I see certain times when what are you laughing for? I see certain times when Ronnie Davis is talking to me, he's like,
I can't talk to him.
Don't care.
Right.
Where's the water? Where's the water? Like he's just not listening.
Right. Exactly. So, off of those, my headphones is
you're good.
back now. Right. So, because of those things there, I'm saying, like, I know, like, forget about Roy Jones' tail end where he messed up on his legacy a little piece, right? No. Let me tell you this now. What was it? I believe that was March of 2003 when Roy Jones beat John Ruiz for the WBA Heavyweight Championship of the world. If Roy Jones had retired that day,
it would have ended perfect.
I done talk.
Yeah.
I done talk.
So then let's get back into this. What is, because you say that he can come in and give pointers. The main thing is about age. I bought this thing about Lennox coming and being a part of the camp. You talk about pointers, yeah? Because AJ needs, what is wrong with AJ? That's the question that, Travis, I don't know if you know what's wrong with AJ, but do you still subscribe to this thing about maybe it's a mental block, maybe he's just not hungry enough? What is wrong, fam? Because how does what happened happen?
It's an amalgamation of things in my, like, how I look at it. Because I'm like, all right, this guy's richer than he probably ever imagined he'd ever be in his life right now.
Yeah.
So, there's that. Then there's also the fact of there's a lot of fury in the mind, back and forth of fury over the years, those mind games. I feel like he tries to create a perfect picture. And what I mean by that is I'm not just a puncher. I'm not just a big puncher. I can also be the technician. I want to be this. I want to be everybody I want to be all things to everyone. So I think when he gets into a camp, he's
do you
like,
know what his name is? What's his name? What's his Nigerian name?
Femi.
What does Femi mean? Come on.
Not Yoruba, fam.
You're not Yoruba?
No, remember.
You're from Delta. From Delta State,
yeah,
innit?
yeah,
You're born it, right?
No, sis. I mean, John.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my dad was, what?
Sorry, sir. You're little Haji, sir. Sorry, sir. Right?
My dad don't know, but...
Big up all my Nigerian brothers and
Go
sisters,
on, you're
yeah?
Yoruba, fam.
Right?
What's the full name, though? 'Cause it's not. Is it Adefemi?
No, it's Olufemi.
Olufemi.
Right, now, Femi means love me. Yeah? Olufemi means Lord love me, like God love me. Right. What we're seeing now, we are seeing Femi, he's looking for people to love him when he needs to know, say, right, God loves me, so I'm going to mash up everything. That's what we're seeing right now. I'm just going to be real. When you're walking to the ring and you're hugging every blinking person in the... What, we giving out free hugs? Or are we happy that, right, social distancing being taken away from us? Right? See all of these kind of things? That there was the victory lap before the fight. But it was also the victory lap to say, like, you know what? I don't really want to go in there, you know?
Ooh.
Right? I'm telling you, because it seemed like he was doing everything to prolong the fact of going into the ring. Then it was like, oh, chap, what am I doing? I got to be in the ring, so I'm going to start running now. Now, the last time I see a man run into the ring, October of 1974, was when George Foreman tried to think that he was going to kill Ali, and Ali mashed him up in 8 rounds and rope-a-doped him. So I'm saying, over these kind of things, I'm saying, like, I said this many times, like, these guys need to study greats, because when you study greats, they leave clues. Then you can take it for yourself. Unfortunately, what we've seen with Anthony Joshua, 2.5 years as an amateur boxer, and you won an ABA championship, you won a silver medal at the World Games, and then you won a gold medal in the 2012 Olympics against Carmarelli. That is an amazing... Well, I mean, like, it's ridiculous. That accomplishment there?
It's
incredible.
No. It's ridiculous. You know why? Because in 2.5 years, and you're boxing, it takes about 18 months to learn how to jab properly.
To get comfortable using
Yeah.
certain moves,
To even jab properly. So I know that he's still a work in progress, because the things that he has done or been taught to do, a lot being very robotic, being stationary when he's not that guy. Because if you see the guy, he's a very athletic guy. He can do multiple different sports and tear it up.
Yeah.
I'm like, brother. So why is that not being translated into the fights? It's because you got fish and chips man around you. And when I'm talking about the fish and chips man, them,
We weren't ready for that one.
no, I'm just gonna be
I
real.
wasn't ready, fam.
No,
Spencer said, I've had enough.
No, I'm being real. So, and off of the back of that, where is your rhythmic dynamics inside of you? Where is your natural rhythm inside of you? Where is it? You know what I mean? Because you're fighting so stationary, and this is not me gunning Anthony Joshua, because he knows that me and him chop it up regularly. And I say when I'm speaking here, how I speak to him.
Yeah.
Right? You're fighting too stationary, high guard, right? And then you're saying, oh, well, I'm going to be loose and languid. Why are you going to be loose and languid? Because you're being loose and languid, but are you relaxed being loose and languid? You're not. You're doing it with the apprehension to think, right, he's going to fling a thump at me. And you're doing it with a southpaw. Now, Frank Black was a very famous trainer in the 70s. He trained loads of great fights for Terry Lawless and all them man there back in the day. Frank Black was an old Jewish man that used to come down to Lynn AC when I was a little kid, and he would come to me and he would always say, Spence, southpaw should be drowned at birth. Straight. Right?
Oh my days! What a line!
Right. And this the famous line. So when you look at it now, you was up against a southpaw who is a boxer,
A real boxer.
Now, next thing, Johnny Nelson recently said on a IFL
Said a
interview,
mad thing.
his head took him.
Said he's an average.
He said an average.
Average. I disagree with that. Everything else he said, I agree with. You know why? And I'm going to tell you why. Because certain man be sucking off AJ just before the fight. You know what I mean? Right? Certain
How
man.
do you mean, though? What do you mean?
Certain man. I'm not calling their names.
Not
'cause they
calling
don't know.
names, but what are they saying?
Certain, how they were gassing over AJ and drooling over him. Oh, AJ, we love you. Right? And then...
Oh, sounds like Adam Smith.
Nah, you're taking liberties. But anyway...
Could this be the man?
and the cacophony of boxing. Right. And like... So, check this one out. Them man there was all like, yeah. I'm going around to all man. I'm saying to them, like, what do you think of this fight? A lot of the Sky man, them, what do you think of this fight? All of them were, yeah, AJ's gonna do it. AJ's gonna do it. But they're thinking AJ the business, and we fall in love with AJ the business. But I'm saying, and certain man who respecting man who certain times I respect their opinion. I don't take it, but I respect it. I'm like, are you not realizing that you're dealing with a man that was boxing as a welterweight, a middleweight,
Oh snap! Yeah.
a light heavyweight, a cruiserweight,
Him and Sean
and now a
Porter.
heavyweight?
He's fought Sean Porter in the amateur.
Right,
So
thank you very
random.
much. So check this one out. He has seen every style of boxing.
And travelled everywhere.
He's been in man's backyard when he won the Muhammad Ali trophy in volatile circumstances and didn't business, right? This is what you're dealing with Usyk, you know? You're dealing with a man that's come from a war-torn country that has separated itself from Russia. He don't care. And you just think like, oh, well, AJ's just going to go and walk through this man? Just gonna, no, and not only that, but no. He's going to outbox this man. Come on.
And weren't you worried when you, we came onto this pod here, and I said, AJ, you want to do what? You want to go and outbox him? And this is why I say about maybe there needs to be changes in the team, because any team, as you said, like, you know the boxing thing. You've gone years back in boxing, so you actually know the whole of Usyk's journey. I'm me and Usyk from the cruiserweight thing. I'll be honest, from my team. So then I'm saying that they know that, though. Their job is to know that. How do you think that he's going to technically beat him when my guy's only had 2 years? He's only had 2 years amateur experience. It don't make no sense. And even when I say, because I'm going to ask you this now, yeah? How come AJ doesn't know how to, you know when the going gets tough?
To clinch.
Clinch.
Because he's never been taught that. What are you talking about? He's never been taught that.
But
my
shouldn't
friend.
he know that, though?
No. He hasn't. He doesn't need to. You know what? It's very difficult, yeah, to try and correct a man when you've had success from doing it.
Okay.
Right? And also, you're financially rich on another level. Now, your richness should come from your knowledge. As Ali says, like a wise man's worth is in his knowledge, because if it's not in his knowledge and it's in his money, he doesn't own it. The banks do. Right? Your knowledge is that should be, when I was telling man this is a cerebral fight, man's looking, oh, here we go, Spencer with these big words again. You know what I mean? No, I'm telling man straight that when you're in there, you could see when Tony Bellew fought, me and Tony got into a big argument over this. I was saying Tony Bellew, yeah, has a better boxing IQ than Anthony Joshua. And I don't, Tundi like, no. Maybe it's because Anthony's Nigerian as well. You can't say nothing about Nigerian man to Tundi. He'll kill you, right? He's like, nope, he hasn't. No. Anyway, but I'm saying no, because you could see Tony Bellew had more success than what Anthony Joshua did.
A lot more.
Yeah, he
Right?
did, big time.
Right. Reason being, and this is a Tony Bellew at the tail end of his career.
That's right.
Right? Tail end of his career. You know what I mean? Already, Tony Bellew already got punched up by Adonis Creed. Right?
Man, God, the movie one.
Right? So
That's hilarious.
we've seen that was an old Tony Bellew. That was a Tony Bellew that got knocked down by Mokabu, had to get back up, suck it up, knock it out. Right? Amazing win.
Amazing.
Right?
Goodison part.
So we have to realize that, and Tony Bellew took some hellacious shots against David Haye.
Yeah.
Right? They were horrible shots, because after me and Tony was talking, he said that guy can thump, you know.
And
right?
that's mad because, like, in that fight, I never felt like David Haye could generate as much power as he could because the leg was just being gone.
No, listen, when you can punch like David Haye,
It's nuts.
David Haye could be sitting on his chair and licking you the whole time.
Yeah.
Right, David can punch.
Yeah.
We saw the value of. We saw value
Right,
of.
come on.
You
We only
and that
wobble up
Value's
value
got a mad big head as well,
All right,
fam.
listen, the man's head's bigger than this than your laptop, bro.
Mad.
But no, so when you're looking at it like that, I'm saying to myself, with AJ, he hasn't been taught these old tricks. And this is the thing when Bernard Hopkins was saying, there's a bag of trainers out there right now. There ain't no teachers no more, right? There ain't no teachers. And not only that, but check this one out. If I'm Robert McCracken, and after the fight with Ruiz, everyone's saying, nah, sack Robert McCracken. You know what I mean? And Lennox says, why? Well, Lennox says, you can't take your primary school teacher to high school or to university, right? Then the man started to panic like, rah, the man I try to suck me off. You know what I mean? So he's panicking himself. So then AJ's saying, yeah, well, I'll make some changes. AJ's the cash cow. You know what I mean? You got to think about who generates more. Outside of AJ, there's only one man, it's Canelo. AJ is the cash cow. So, okay, you're going to bring in another man? All right, then cool. You're going to bring in. All right, so I'm going to bring in Joby. I'm also going to bring in Angel. So you bring in these men here. Angel, because he's got some Instagram hits with his pad work. You know what I mean?
You say Instagram hits because
No, he's a decent pad man. I'm not knocking him as a trainer because I don't know you as a trainer. Cool. But game knows game, innit? So you've been in my presence and I know the respect that you show me. So, you know what I mean? I ain't going to diss you like that. But what I'm saying is like, when it's times like this, I want some proven man with track record and experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially when there's so much to lose.
Right. But imagine Rob McCracken now. Rob McCracken sitting down saying, what, you're really going to do me like this? You're going to bring in these next man who they're not in my league. I've brought man through. I've made multiple champions from the Olympic gold medalists straight out to the back. Look at the success that I've had with Carl Froch. Maybe, I'm just saying, maybe this is going through his mind now.
Yeah, we like to speculate.
Do you
reckon
you're taking liberties?
Do you reckon that's why he would have like prioritized the Olympic Games over the beginning of AJ's training camp?
Nah, reason being, maybe he's also looking at it like, you know what? Well, any minute now, AJ could lose, and you know what I mean? He could be looking at it.
Yeah,
he could be looking at that and say, well, boy, I've got to invest in my puppies as well. I've got to bring these next batch because you see, when you're a trainer of magnitude, you're training man till you're dead. You don't believe me? You're training man till you're dead. Yo, 85 train man till he's dead, you know? Okay then. So that's what they think. When I think about great trainers, most of the great trainers train man till they kick their clogs.
They don't just retire like that.
No, they don't retire because you don't need to retire, right? Or then you get in some little young man to do the pads now, but you're the brains behind the whole thing. And maybe Robert's looking at it like, boy, I'm feeling a little bit undermined here. But how do I convey that? Even though when he's in the gym, he's the boss. Like them man, the Joby and Angel, they can't chat when it's time for Robert to chat. They got to keep their mouth shut.
They pipe up in the corner though.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
So you're losing your power.
You know why they pipe up in the corner? Because emotions are based in it, and it's not like you're
say
with
that
a man.
one more time. Emotions or what?
Emotions are based into it because you're with a man day in day out for 11-week camp.
Yeah.
And your 11-week camp, your focus is on Anthony Joshua. You're in the Anthony Joshua business. Anything that in your mind, you better shut your mouth. Right? So you're in the Anthony Joshua business here. Because if Anthony lose, that means that you lose.
That's right.
You get out of here. Right? So, how does it work? This is a difference now. But when you get man who put morals over money. Morals over money. You know what I mean? When you see a man put class over cash, you start to wonder to yourself, raw, them man are serious. Like we say, well, I'm business what you're making from what you're not making. Let's go do this.
So who do you reckon are those characters still in boxing though? The morals over money.
It's a dying breed.
Okay.
Right? I'm gonna be real with you, it's a dying breed. Because it's very difficult to know, like, right. Say AJ made 20 mil the other day. Say Robert and Cracker's getting 5% of that.
Okay.
That's a bag of money, you know? That's a bag of money. The rest of the man them said they're getting off a piece off of it. So it's raw.
It's big money moving around.
Big money.
Yeah.
And not only that, just to be affiliated with Anthony Joshua, who's the world heavyweight champion, it filters down. Other fighters are going to think, well, I want to work with this brother. I speak to certain man. I speak to certain man and they're like, wow, well, so what trainer do you want to go work with? And they're saying like, oh, well, who would you suggest, Spence? So the trainers that I could be suggesting, they would say, nah, I don't want to work with them. I'm saying, why? I'm not going to call no names. Certain man who looking to turn pro right now, they come and they ask me questions. I'm like, and they're big. They got big amateur pedigree. They're saying like, right. And they say, well, who do you think then? And certain times I'm like, you want to go around teachers. Because right now, you just want to be like a sponge and soak it up from every direction. Jump on a plane. Go sit down with old man. Don't sit down with these little young high-tech youths now. Go sit down with them old man who can tell you a certain thing. You know what I mean? You know what they say, like, you know what I mean? A new broom sweeps clean, an old brush knows, old broom knows every corner. Yeah. Right? You want to I want to be around every corner, guys.
That's right.
I want to, so I can pick up something and say, okay. So no dirt's not going to be left. I know every corner. So it's very, very difficult for Anthony Joshua to progress when you've accomplished what you've accomplished and you're rich. But now he's got to realize, like, it's about my legacy now.
It's legacy.
Right? It's legacy. So what am I going to do to improve on my legacy? Me personally?
Yeah.
There's a guy called Tommy Brooks, very, very good trainer, just as good as Emmanuel Stewart, doesn't even talk as much. Right? Go around James Toney. I'd fly to America and say, boy, James, I want you to show me some tricks, you know. James Toney would know, like, to throw the right hand deliberately to put him off balance, you know. So he could come back and throw the left hook, it land in your thigh. Dead your leg. Reason why? Because he was trained by Bill Miller. Bill Miller famously trained Ezzard Charles. Ezzard Charles was, go on Box Rec right now, you see Ezzard Charles, pound for pound, is ranked as the greatest fighter of all time, above Floyd Mayweather. But he was a light heavyweight that never got a shot at the light heavyweight crown and moved up to heavyweight and beat Blinking Joe Lewis. So you got right, and he was a light heavyweight.
Spence knows who begat who, fam.
Right,
It's like
right.
some real Bible thing. It's like this one begat this one. That's rotten. Like,
So I'm saying, like,
Cain killed Abel.
yeah, I was there. They don't make fights like that no more.
That's pay-per-view, I swear to God.
Right. So I'm saying, like, just be around those old cats. Do I believe? Listen,
will he do it?
I've been around Lennox Lewis. I remember we did, and this was 2009, Angus Lawson Memorial Trust, and Lennox came over. I got a big up Lloyd McCullough because he was the one that linked it up for us. And he said that Lennox is coming in town. So, okay, cool. He wants to do something with you, you know. So, all right, come down to the gym. This when I was running the Real Fight Club. Me, my business partner, Alan Lacey. And Lennox came down and we trained some kids down there. But just to see the IQ of the man just showing he's like little kids, and the kids were in awe anyway, right? But just how he showed things, I just learned. Because I wasn't just learning from him, I was learning from, like, his first trainer, John Davenport. I was learning from Pepe Correa. I was learning from Emmanuel Stewart. That's all encompassing one.
Do you remember that video with him and Chris Eubank Sr.?
Yeah,
in the house. To jab.
Yeah.
And Eubank's like, I can't go on the jab like this. And he's like, why can't you? And he does it, and he has like a crazy light bulb moment, and Eubank's like, I can.
Yeah. This is excellent. Yes. So I'm saying, like, when you have to be around these men, you have to be around these guys, right? Because right throughout AJ's career, which greats has he been around? You know what I mean?
Oh, just have a genuine relationship with. It's
Which
so
greats?
true, you know.
Which greats? You gotta be around the greats. You know why you gotta be around the greats? Sugar Ray Leonard. And I would suggest to anyone to get the big fight. Have you ever read Sugar Ray Leonard's
I have.
It's a
Great
wicked
book,
book.
great
Wicked
book, yeah,
book,
I need to read that, I haven't read it.
Wicked book. Got a big up Ray Leonard Jr. because, like, Mina was talking the other day as well. But that book there, and he was saying, like, he went to, after him winning the gold medal in '76, he went to Ali versus Norton. And he was there around Ali, and Ali said to me, yo, man, like, how long before you stop having sex? And, like, Raylan was saying, like, oh, I don't know, about like 4 or 5 days. And Ali tells him, oh, you a bad nigga. Right? You have to be around the guys, them who you truly want to aspire to be.
Yeah.
Go talk to Floyd Mayweather right now. Floyd Mayweather can tell you every great champion, and he says this loads of times. He said, like, when he was a kid, he had a poster of Hernandez on his wall. He had a poster of Hernandez. He said, oh man, this guy does things, everything technically superb. I want to be just like him. Until Floyd ends up fighting him.
And he beats him. Yeah.
Right? AJ hasn't had
I
that.
heard him talk like that as well.
But let's look at it like this though, yeah? So who would AJ be around? Because Lennox, that relationship, it started and it stopped because of the link up and everything got broken down.
Yeah, right.
So after that, David Hayes another British name. But the reason that relationship
David Haye
don't build.
David
because-
Haye wants to fight him as well. That will
Well,
always
this is what I'm
be there,
saying. David Haye was he was still in the game and calling him out. That relationship ain't gonna build. So there's not like a long list. I wouldn't say hang out with Frank Bruno.
No. But you see, next thing as well, we're looking at Frank Bruno. Yeah, we're looking at Frank Bruno, and he's got to be greatly commended coming back from the mental health issues.
100%, absolutely,
right. But I'm not, and there's no disrespect. I was watching Bruno. I was watching Bruno Lennox Lewis the other day, and Bruno was out jabbing Lennox Lewis. You know.
Yeah.
Bruno stuck it on him. You know why? Because Bruno got that epiphany when Lennox Lewis came into the ring. He did. Yeah. Remember when he was skanking in the ring?
Yeah.
Bruno started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, start eating some reggae sauce on his bacon and eggs, right? He had that.
Bacon.
Right. But he had that epiphany.
Yeah.
And it's like on certain times when guys have that epiphany. But when you're around them, I'm telling you, like, when it comes to the art of jabbing, Frank Bruno had a fantastic jab.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with you being around him for 2 minutes. Because you know why? I see Dylan White was around Frank Bruno for a hot minute.
And Dubois.
Yeah. And I saw an improvement. I didn't see no improvement in Dubois. Right? I'm seeing improvement in the. Oh, this now. I'm seeing. We're laughing at. I'm saying I didn't see no improvement in it. Right? But I see because I think that was more of a gimmick kind of thing. Like
that link up.
Yeah, that link up. Like
It's a PR
stunt. But I know Dylan White linking Frank Bruno was genuine. Yeah. So they say, all right, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna try to pick up certain things. So you gotta be a sponge and not just a sponge with this amateur system.
Dylan actually had a lot of people around him, you know. You think about Nigel.
Nigel Benn?
Nigel Benn was around him. Do you know what I mean? He's actually been around, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been around, man.
Who's AJ been around?
But this is what I'm saying, though, because at that level, where it's like... Because when Lennox was on top, I don't think... Or you can tell me, was he separate from everybody else? Like, in terms of how he moved and how he operated? Because AJ...
He went to find the great trainers, though.
But AJ's separate, though. AJ's so closed off. You don't really see him have a relationship with another fighter where it's like, that's my boy. Like,
Except
see how Belly...
But
you see how Belly's got relationships with, man?
Yeah.
And it's like, he's so passionate when he talks. Because it's like, these are my friends. It's not... AJ doesn't have that link with anyone.
He's so high up.
You know why? You know why it is?
Yeah, shit.
Right. I remember when he lost to
Ruiz.
Andy Ruiz, I was saying that AJ needs to start being around boxing people. And fair play, he's kind of done it to an extent because he's got new people, hired new people in the camp, right? But they're not boxing people. You know what I mean? Angel Fernandez and Joe, they're not boxing people. Boxing, you got to be around boxing people that are your peers.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Not guys who are trying to be your trainers or your teachers. You need to be around guys who are your peers where you can have that.
Someone who's not trying to get paid from you.
Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say to you.
And Spencer, not in a sticking on you type situation,
Nah,
but you're close. You're close
I'm
to him. So what are you saying in them conversations? Because he's gonna call you and say, "Spence, talk to me."
No, but we do talk.
Them?
We do talk, and sometimes I get a bit too real, and then I won't hear from him for 6 months.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it 100.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We don't. But then also, he's very, very busy, right?
Yeah.
But like with me, I'm not begging no one. No. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And not only that, but my relationship with Dylan White is very, very strong as well. So it's kind of one of those kind of ones. You know what I mean? But I'm saying of what they've gone out and accomplished, Andy Joshua, incredible. How he has, and I don't business, I'm saying it now. He single-handedly brought back pay-per-view in the UK.
That's right.
100%.
Right?
That's right.
He's the one that brought the fans back in. He's the one that brought the money back in.
It's real.
Furthermore, he's the one that made certain man at Sky buy more than one suit when they had to go and do the shows. Right? So I've seen certain man just repeat. Like that. You know when you eat a bad curry, they're just repeating.
Said he's repeated this.
You know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on.
Mad time.
No, but AJ did do that though.
Right. He done this.
He made it proper exciting.
Bro,
Yeah.
you know when you go to, like, within boxing, praise be to God, I'm a name in the game. I turn up and it's like nuts. Yeah. I'll go to AJ fight and it's not that nuts. It's nuts when I get to, like, ringside part. But you see, AJ appeals to a different audience because I went to the last AJ fight, and me and my missus have gone to fights before. She's never been to an AJ fight, and she was cussing. So let me just big up KD and let me just big up Eddie. For the simple fact that the day before, that man just said, KD said, "Wow, I got a ticket for you." So I said, "All right, cool, send it to me." Usually he will send me one ringside. The man sent me 2 ringsides. I said, "Look at this," and he said, "Yeah, well, we was in the thing going out for the list and that." And I said, I'm giving a ticket to Spencer." And Eddie was, yeah, we can't. Eddie Earn, I have to big him up. He's like, yeah, we can't give him shit seats. The man gave me ringside, boom, Dessa. So I said, all right, thank you very much. Because in my head, I was saying, boy, I got a mortgage to pay this month. I could have shot them on StubHub. But nah,
those would have went for a lot of money, you know.
I've seen a little free bag.
Yeah.
They was going for right. But anyway, so and I'm at the, when you go to a fight, usually like ordinary guys who are fighting, it's gonna take me 45 minutes to get to my seat because everybody wants a selfie, everyone wants to talk to you, all the rest of it. Wicked, that's lovely. AJ fight, I get stopped when I'm coming up near ringside, or if I walk past the bar. But otherwise, because he's appeals on another level.
Yeah.
I mean, he's some rock star appeal.
Bro,
You get what I'm trying to say?
You could feel this is
Yeah.
a superstar.
Yeah,
Yes, right. Yeah.
You just said this is a whole superstar. I see all the lights, everyone's phone lights are out.
Yeah, it's
like,
mad.
it is mad.
Like
I've
a
never
concert.
seen anything like that in
It's
my
like
life.
a concert.
Right.
I've never
it's
seen
a
that.
concert. It's a concert. You say, what? Is that Jay-Z up there? Right.
Yeah. Fireworks getting
Right.
crazy.
It's crazy. So it's off of the back of that is going to be. It's very hard to tell a man what to do when you're that guy. You are that guy. And even though you're saying, yes, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Be humble, stay humble, bro, it's still hard.
It's so hard to take
Right.
that, innit?
It's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard. And then also, your bridges them who are around you, they can't chat to you too tough.
But have you noticed the friendship circles is the numbers have dropped?
Of course it dropped.
There used
ain't
to be
seen the
like
same-
10 man.
The pictures
Bro.
don't look the
Yeah,
same.
the
at
Bro.
pictures.
Bro.
It's just him and KD now. It looks like.
I don't even see
Nah,
them
it's
like
him.
that.
It's him. KD. Skins is still there as well because his skins
Oh,
ponytail,
Leo. Yeah.
ponytail skins in there as well. You know what I mean? With the ponytail.
The man
Right.
them are not.
Shouts out Leon, fam.
Yeah.
The man them are not
Right.
there.
It's
like,
not deep. It's not deep like how it was.
But I do know
Back a man in the ring.
there've been certain times where he has fought. Like afterwards, he'll pull me in the change room for me to go bust prayers. And when I do bust the prayers for them, man, like a thank you prayer. You know what I mean? He will call all of his man them in the room.
Yeah.
I don't see that.
The man them are not.
Right? And maybe it is because like, chop off this one, chop off that one. It is because it's growth as well. Or sometimes you could just have enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could
True.
just have, seriously, you could just, on the reels, you could just have enough. So it's a lot of pressure for a young man because it's a lot of pressure.
He's still growing up into
Yeah,
his
but-
adult life in the midst of
Yeah,
all
he
the
is.
spotlight.
But he's 31 now. 31, 32.
32 now, yeah.
32.
Yeah.
You're not a puppy no more, bro. I don't want to hear no arguments again. You're 32. You're a
No,
big
but
man
I
now.
mean the journey.
Yeah, the
obviously,
journey's been
growth
immense.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you this now. I do believe that he can come back.
Can he win the rematch?
I do believe that he can win the rematch.
Boy.
I'm telling you now straight. Man's going to say, well, what are you talking about? No, I'm telling you now. I do believe that he
With
can
the
win.
same team.
No.
Okay.
I'm
So
being
is
real.
McCracken out for you?
No, he's not out. Keep McCracken. You know
What
why?
the other two?
Because not even the case of that.
Just add to the thing.
It's implementation, right? Because it's implementation that's got to be needed for him and adaptation so he learns how to adapt. Now, I don't think there should be an immediate rematch because you're gonna lose. Same thing's gonna happen to you, right? But there's certain things that you're gonna have to need to sit down. I've offered, bro, I'll come to your house, you know, and I'll sit down and I'll watch bag of tapes with you and tell you what they did. Because there's enough fighters that I do that with anyway. But I don't want to sound, I don't want to name them because I don't want to belittle their trainers. But enough man come around my house regular and say, boy, or enough man will come in the areas and I'll go to the barbershop and put on a videotape and say, I'll go to YouTube now as the wickedest thing and like, come, let's go watch what they're doing. I'll tell you why they're doing what they're doing. And then they'll get it like, right, you know what? I get it now, you know? You got to learn, it's called the sweet science for a reason. You know what I mean? It's not called brute science. It's called the sweet science. And if you're not adapting to the sweetness of it, then there is no science.
But so you've been in this game for a while. Do you subscribe to the thinking if you can't treat an old dog, new tricks? So can AJ learn the new things just make him be good at what he's been good at?
No. I believe that he can learn the new tricks.
Yeah.
For the simple fact that they're new tricks to him. To the real guys in the game, they're old tricks. And what I think the basics of what he needs, or the basis of what he needs, is to bring back toughness. Like, rude boy, I'm king of Watford.
Right? Back
Talk
to the ends.
talk.
Right?
Rocky free, bro.
Right, but as much as I say that, I mean, like I said to you, like, boy, if he comes on the ends now, he'll get robbed. But what I'm trying to say to you, he needs...
Who's Robin?
He's getting robbed, bro. We mean like, who's robbing? You know what? Who's
Robbery,
there?
yeah.
Sorry.
That's a strong robbery.
That's why I didn't
Right,
finish the
no.
sentence. I forgot.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's the roads.
yeah, it's the wrong time now. But I'm saying, like, I believe that he can make those adjustments, but he's going to need to talk to man that know about the adjustments. And that's where Lennox Lewis comes in, right? Lennox Lewis is not coming in, you know what I mean? Lennox Lewis is not coming in to say, right, I'm holding the pads, and I'm doing
day-to-day
this,
trainer.
and I'm holding your feet while you're doing your sit-ups and your press-ups. And no,
Yeah, no, that's too much.
Yeah.
right? He's just coming in there to say,
For
like,
the mental.
right, because when he phoned me on last week Sunday, Lennox said to me, where was the double jab, bro? Yo, bro, where was the double jab, bro? I said, what do you mean, where was it? You asking me? You asking me, Joshua, brother? I said, where's the double jab? He said, no, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm gutted that he lost, you know? Because man have to know, like, all the Infinity Stones, they were held by British, man. Now you come mash up the thing. You know what I mean?
True still.
Man, they're fighting over the stones now, you know?
the
Some real
stones
Infinity
and-
Wars going on right now.
And we're gonna let's move it. Let's move the conversation to Fury Wilder. Yeah. How do you see that one? How do you see that one going?
Listen to me, yeah? I've got a funny feeling about this fight.
Everybody is saying this.
I'm just going to be real. I've got a funny feeling about
From
this
the
fight.
top down, even Klitschko's guys. Not Klitschko, Usyk's guys.
Right, I've got a funny feeling about this fight, you know?
I said it.
Why though? Where is this coming from?
I don't know, maybe because Halloween's coming up. I don't know, right?
It's
I
mad.
just got a funny feeling. I got a funny feeling. You
And
know
it
what?
doesn't make no sense because the way Fury handled his business in the second one and how he managed the late after he got up from that wherever he was,
Right.
yeah, we shouldn't be asking ourselves. We shouldn't have this funny feeling, but you still have this funny feeling.
I'm gonna tell you why we got the funny feeling. Because I've said this many times that Deontay Wilder's a one-trick pony. What he does with that one trick, Paul Daniels, Copperfield, what's that other Dynamo?
Man.
They can't do that trick.
Oh, shame
You know
you're
what I
just
mean?
naming mad magicians.
Right,
fam.
he that's some
David
magic.
Blame,
David Blame. No one can't match that kind of magic. That is real magic, real magic. Some different kind of buried in a coffin for 3 days. Come out, rub the powder on him. That kind of magic, you know.
Yeah.
That kind of When you can punch like that, and you have to be real that you can punch like
That's nuts.
that.
Yeah, 15.5 stone.
Right, 15.5 stone.
It's
Now
mad.
remember, from the round 3, he had a perforated eardrum. Tyson Fury punched him in his ear, bust his ear. So you could see when he was
It was done.
from your eardrum's gone,
Yeah, that's it.
your equilibrium's
Balance is
gone.
finished.
So his balance was gone. When he got knocked down in round 5, a man was saying to me today in the barbershop when I was getting trimmed. And I'm like, shut up. And I watched it back. When he got knocked down with a body shot, Tyson Fury kind of wrong-footed him and he kind of dropped over Tyson Fury's foot as well.
That's
you
right.
know?
It's a backstep.
Yeah, it was a backstep. But regardless, it was a knockdown because it was a
It's
punch that was
it's a body
administered.
shot at
It
the
was a body
same
shot.
time.
It was a body shot, right?
A legal knockdown.
Right, it's a legal knockdown. But reason being, and I'll tell you why I got a funny feeling about this fight. Or I believe that Deontay Wilder is going to give it. He's going to give it some. Like when Nigel May, I just really want to give it to him. I want to give it to him. When Nigel May say that, when Nigel May say, yeah, I really do hate him. When Nigel May say that, yeah. Oh, look at him. Yeah, right.
Eubank just sitting there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eubank was there. Yes, let's have some parliamentary procedure here, right?
Oh man.
That
They're all talk together. Man.
right, that man there when he says like, I'm gonna go give it to you. I think when Deontay Wilder like, yeah, I'm gonna go box, I'm gonna go do this, you won't be able to contain that. when you're in there, you're going to think to yourself, I just want to punch this guy in his face. Because you see all the accusations, as much how far-fetched and crazy they are, and I'm saying, you're an idiot. He believes them as real. No.
You can't tell him.
My man done the thing on me. You know what I mean? He even talking the other day, he said, yeah, man, he's juju, yeah. When he's talking, I said, how you talk about juju, no?
He's done Fury's done juju, you know?
Yeah.
Strong juju.
No, but Travelers into that thing hard. Don't play with them, man. Trust me on that.
Okay.
No, they're into it. They're into it. So, if Fury boxes him the way that he's meant to box him, then Fury runs away with this fight. But you know what? A good Tyson Fury is a Tyson Fury that has continuity. They both haven't fought
20 months.
20 months.
Fury ain't been in the ring for 20 months.
Right, for 20
That's a
months.
long time.
Now check this one out now. For 20 months, both of them ain't fought. But a puncher's still a puncher. So it don't matter.
And he's had a lot of training camps.
Yeah.
Wilder's had a bag of training camps where Fury... Remember, Fury's enjoying...
On and off.
Fury was enjoying, you know,
It's true.
living. Remember when his dad said, I remember his dad speaking, yeah? This is not the one when he walked past him in the house. Not the one when he said I ain't spoken to him in a long time and his son goes past. Not that one. I'm talking the one where he's like, why is he signing the contract? Remember that one?
Oh, the
Yes.
emergency rounds. The come back home
The
one.
come back home, get around real people, this, that, and the other. I said,
Right. Come on,
And
man was
obviously
living
that-
life. It was living life, bro.
Enjoying
It was living life.
for
You
such
know
a
what?
robe.
Also with Tyson Fury is this, you know, like when you see old people and say, well, money's not my God. Money ain't Tyson Fury's God. I'm going to be real with you. He's not like, right, he's got though.
Okay, go on. I'll let you finish.
Yeah. No,
Because
money's
I
not.
look at him and I'm like, this is a man that is craving superstardom.
Thank you. That's the difference. It's not the money he was craving. It was the acceptance. Remember, he dealt with Klitschko, who was undefeated for 11 years.
Wicked.
Right? He
How
dealt with him. Right? It was incredible. Right?
Couldn't believe it.
Right. It wasn't like a fight that I would always want to, let me turn back and watch that again. No. But it was incredible what he did. When he come back, do you remember how that Oliver Holt twists him up and like he said them homophobic statements and
He couldn't get the British,
whole
the BBC
nation turned against that
personality,
brother, right? They terrorized him. Right? And it was set up. And I'm saying, but the man in the barbershop was back in Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? When he got murdered over that time, remember, he just beat Klitschko, sports personality.
He's supposed to come out to sports.
They said, no, we don't want you here.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Let's sign a petition. All them man sit down now.
Yeah, I remember
Beryl,
that.
let's sign this petition and make sure that he don't want him on there. He's homophobic. All the rest of it, right? So then he's going out of his way to prove himself. I'm not homophobic. I remember we went into a bar and he kissed some gay guy on the mouth. Look, see, I'm not homophobic. Trying to prove to everyone, I'm not homophobic. All right? He was going out of his way hard. He was angling for that. Then the mental health thing, and he was down. And he was looking for this adulation. Right? He's got it now, you know?
It's mad how our stars just both want to be loved. You say AJ wants acceptance, and you got the other one, and they're both champions.
Right. And no one can't turn around and say, no, we don't. But the thing about it is this, I think it was different because for Tyson Fury, it's the fact like, look what I've done, and you rejected me. I beat a man that was unbeaten for 11 years, and I brought back all of the belts bar one.
Look what they
but
did.
I'm Lineal champion.
Look
at
what
the
they're doing with Emma Raducanu, fam. You know the one that won the Wimbledon thing.
What happened to her?
So he thought he was gonna get that. She won a Grand Slam first. We ain't seen it in
the
years.
first one. Yeah.
So first one to come back win a Grand Slam. They want to give her the whole thing.
Yeah.
So now he's thinking to himself, I've gone out to Dusseldorf. I've come back. Obviously, I'm a champion that even looks like you, man.
Right.
Do you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
But end of the day, let's call it as it is. To that man there, you're still a traveler. Right?
Yeah.
Know that part there. But now it's like the traveler lines now. It's kind of disappearing now. It's kind of disappearing.
because I don't feel like.
Right? It's kind of disappearing now. Right? And we haven't had it was since the Klitschko. So you got to go back. We got to go back 13 years when all the belts have been with a European, right? But the last undisputed world heavyweight champion that we've had that has been white, has been European descent, was Rocky Marciano. You know how far away we have to go to?
Whoa.
1955 when he knocks out Archie Moore, right?
Wow.
Was the last
What, Tom?
undisputed white heavyweight champion. Gone.
Oh, Tommy Morris.
So he's WBO champion,
Snap.
right? And at that time, we never rated the WBO like that.
Yeah, that's,
right?
yeah.
Right, we never.
It's true.
No, I'm just gonna be
It
real
took a
with
while
you.
before it
Right, it took a
got
while
real.
before he
Yeah.
before he got his name. You know that was introduced in '88. It took us a while for it to find its process to say like, oh yeah, this is
Free straps when you was undisputed back then.
yeah, free straps. And like when people talk about Lennox Lewis,
Yeah, that's nonsense, bro.
yeah, I'll just break this one down quickly because Lennox Lewis fought Henry Akawande. When he beats Henry Akawande at the time, he used to be an old Lynn boy, he used to be at the Lynn gym, and then he went out to America. Henry Akawande was a WBO champion,
Yeah.
but Henry Akawande vacated the crown because they said, we're not fighting for
sorry,
that
just-
idiot belt.
Yeah.
So anyway, so he was like, we're not fighting for that idiot belt.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So Lennox Lewis theoretically kind of was like,
He's
you know,
fully undisputed, bro.
yeah, he was fully undisputed.
There's
No
no-
ifs or buts. He was fully undisputed.
I said the
Right?
last undisputed champion.
Right,
That's what you
but-
call himself.
And also, let me just pick up Will because there's a brother, Will, my son and his daughter are in the same class, and he's Emma Radicatu's
Raducanu.
Yeah.
Radicatu's physio. So Will's everyone. Now.
Man, like, Will.
Yeah, man, like Will. I have to pick
Getting
up
that
Will. So he's
paper,
a
fam.
physio. So he was with her all up there and all the rest of it. I was like, look at Will. I even gave him a follow on Instagram and he could follow me back. I said, right, Will, man, I'm punching your face, bro. But yeah, nah.
The black, we're so toxic. Man, you know what?
For no reason, bro.
Bro.
I say, I'll punch you in your face, though.
Nah, Will's good people.
Find
man.
this hour.
Will's good people. Him and his
Still-
missus. And
I'll
he's
still
like,
punch you up.
Will, yeah, I would punch you up though. But now Will's good.
hilarious.
Will's good people. So, like what I'm saying is like, when you're craving for this adulation, yeah,
Yeah.
you've got it now. And worse, more so, like in America, Tyson Fury's got it like that, you know.
He's the guy. out
Nah,
there.
bro.
They
I know a
like him
couple.
out there.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's a guy. Let me big up my guy Dennis as well, man. He does bare deals out there. So it's like Tyson Fury. Gee, he's the guy. Now, if that hasn't got to his head, which I don't believe that it has, because when I hear him talk, he's still talking wicked, and it's not just it's not hype talk. When I'm hearing him talk, it's not hype talk. His mind's on the game.
You think so?
I think his mind's on the game. It's gonna have to be because he knows the punching power of Deontay Wilder. Even when he broke up Deontay Wilder in the second fight, he said, "Boy, you clapped me one time, and I knew what time of day it was. It hurt." But I just think maybe it's like with Tyson Fury, I'm keeping this thing real. Tyson Fury's grown up around this thing. The only one to beat Tyson Fury right now is Tyson Fury. The only one.
Not
to
even
beat Tyson
Usyk.
Fury. I think Usyk's too small.
Yeah.
I think Tyson Fury, and not only that, Tyson Fury knows the tricks. So somebody say, why is
He
Josh
could
lean
have
on him?
both.
Why
Yeah,
didn't
he said, yeah.
Listen,
Fury would know what
if
to do.
all right, I'm gonna tell you the next thing. If Anthony Joshua, go and watch Tyson Fury, Derek Chisora 2, and see how Tyson Fury learned to lean on man, holding around his neck,
All
push
of-
down on him,
everything. He's
all
brilliant.
those, yeah,
Everything.
all those
Yeah.
kind of things. And also you wanna know how to really bully up a man with your size? Watch Lennox Lewis when he punched up Tommy Morrison.
Oh,
right?
Man.
Yeah.
Tay
Right.
beating, bro.
Then you know that's when you use your size.
But then are
That's a
we
disrespectful
still
beating.
taking away the footwork and the great boxing skill that Usyk brings? That will he allow for him to get in like that and
Bro,
and
listen to
disrupt
me.
what he wants to do? Because
Listen to
Usyk
me.
will have a plan, his own plan.
Usyk is magnificent. Because you was at the fight.
Yeah.
And people weren't really kicking off on Usyk or the disappointment of AJ. They were amazed of this
That's right.
little
We saw
man.
a
He got it
boxing
done
clinic.
against
Yeah.
this giant.
We
Yeah.
saw a boxing clinic,
Yeah,
bro.
because and then push AJ like that in the last 30 seconds and punch it up.
It's very mad.
Right, we
Very
gotta
mad
give
way
that
to
guy.
close it out.
Yeah, I mean that
All the
guy.
flowers,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
all the flowers, all the flowers, all Interflora. You ain't got no business. That kind of thing, right?
Yeah, no orders in.
He done a job. Now Tyson Fury now, he's a different proposition. I think Tyson Fury be too big. You know what? I really do believe that Dylan White could deal with Usyk. I really do believe that.
I think
Right?
Dillian would have the perfect approach,
Yes.
but I don't know if he would be the one to execute it.
I
just don't.
think reason being is because I know that Usyk can punch, but there's heavyweight boxing for a reason.
Dylan knows the dark arts, but I don't know.
Does, but you know what my issue is with Dillian?
Gonna get
Go on, what's your
close
issues?
It's the balance. Dillian's balance for me always makes me feel a bit uncomfortable.
No, but that's good because he'll throw and keep on throwing. And that's what I'm saying. He'll throw, he'll be off balance. He's okay, he's coming back with something else.
Usyk tires you out.
But the thing about being off balance with someone like Usyk is so precise all the time, it seems.
Bro, I know what you're saying. But what I'm saying is this. I think that AJ kind of over-flattered Usyk by him not throwing his hands.
Yeah.
Right? And by him showing him too much respect.
Did you reckon he felt the power? You were sitting ringside. You were
close. He got clapped. Did you see when AJ got clapped with the left hand in the first round?
Yeah.
My man clapped twice. He clapped it with the left hand, and AJ's like, "Oh, wait a minute. I thought you made it a cruiserweight."
Then bang again.
Yeah, and then bang again. But I just believe that Dillian Whyte would have the style to deal with Usyk. I really do believe it. Because one thing I know is like Derek Chisora fought this guy and said, "I'm just sticking it on you." So why would Derek Chisora have more success?
Looked messy though. This is the only thing that's upsetting me with the Derek Chisora thing is people were really rating that how Derek Chisora did it, but Derek Chisora Usyk tired him out, bro. Derek Chisora was throwing wild. We were watching that fight and we said it's wild. You're not gonna get success like that. You can't. Well, you're gonna start all the fight haymaker. No, you're not even really no real setups or nothing. Just big lunges.
Yeah, because he knew I had to close gaps with a southpaw.
That's right.
And when you close gaps with a southpaws, how it goes is this: like stylistic. You're in the gym. Everybody, even if you're left-handed, you go in the gym. You want to go do boxing, and you're stood in an orthodox position, right? With a southpaw. Now imagine like the right hand power shot is the lead hand now. So your mind has to adjust to that. So it's like the wrong way around. It's like you're actually shadow boxing. So like if you're in the mirror and you're shadow boxing with the mirror, that reflection is who you're actually fighting.
That's right.
We don't think like that as fighters because we're so used. It's like something like in the whole world it's like 5% are southpaws.
Yeah,
not
it's
southpaws.
mad. It's so mad.
We're not seeing. You're not. It's difficult to get southpaw sparring. It's difficult to. We're gonna do southpaw pads. A lot of trainers can't do southpaw pads.
Yeah.
Right, to stand in the southpaw position and do the pads.
The southpaws only fight orthodox, man.
Right, thank you. Right, hard.
Yeah.
Even more than that, when two southpaws end up fighting each other. So that's difficult within itself. So when you're looking at somebody like a Dillian Whyte is saying, listen, I know I'm going to rock you up. Right? And that's why I give him a fantastic
worries with his
chance.
mental.
Yeah.
No worries with his mental.
None at all.
None at all.
Right? That's why I give him a fantastic chance against Usyk. Because I've seen Usyk against Gassiev. I wasn't madly overly impressed in that fight.
Yeah.
I saw him against Michael Hunter. I wasn't madly
That
overly
body
impressed
work.
with that fight. All right then. And I saw him against Derek Chisora, and I wasn't madly over impressed with it.
Yeah.
So I believe that Anthony Joshua, and it's not me taking away from my man's performance because it's an excellent performance.
Yeah.
But Anthony Joshua did over flatter him as well by not triggering.
Okay. Listen, people. What the knowledge turned out, fam.
Yeah, the knowledge
when he came in and started begetting from this person, beget from that
He
trainer
said
from
Kane
him.
killed Abel by stoppage.
I said-
But
We knew it was mad.
here's my final call for this. For the, I've got Tyson Fury 9th round stoppage.
I've got a surprise by Wilder.
You know what?
I say Tyson Fury.
Yeah, listen. I've got. Listen.
Late stoppage
Surprise.
Tyson Fury.
Listen. Regardless of anything, I just want the fight to be a fight, and I don't hear no excuses. Because I remember when we had Mark Breland on our podcast on the Fight Is Right. Mark Breland said
that was crazy.
it was
right
crazy,
now.
right?
It was a crazy episode. That was he wasn't when I saw press releases going out. after
Yeah.
that, I said you lot literally shook the bees.
Mark came back with a follow-up statement. It was just like, yo,
No,
there's a lot going on there.
You see, Mark. I want to tell the story of this
Whole
now,
thing
right?
out, fam.
Mark Breland came on the show. His son contacted me, yeah, and said, "Yo, man, yeah, get my pops on." Right? I said, "Yeah, cool." I followed Mark. Then Mark sent me his number. I'm telling Mark, "Yep, I remember being in New York. I was in New York with him when I was working with a particular fighter. And he said, yeah, I remember you. We're talking. Then Mark said to me, yeah, I'm going to come on the show. Cool. We're setting up the dates, all the rest of it. I said, I'm going to go to our producer, Gary. Gary's making up the posters, everything else. And then I get a call from Mark Breland. Phone this number, speak to my lawyer. I said, Bridget, what you say this for? This ain't LA law. He goes like,
Yeah, exactly.
Phone, you go phone my lawyer. Then the lawyer was like, but she was name dropping. Like, she's calling out certain people and in the boxing game. And bruh. I said, why? Do you know them? She said, no. Well, I said, I do. So I said, go phone Antonio Tava right now. She mentioned Antonio. I said, go phone Antonio Tava right now and ask him about me. And she goes, oh. So I phoned Antonio. He's got, no, man, my guy Spence, he's solid. She said, I said, listen. She said, well, we can speak about loads of things, but you can't mention the Deontay Wilder court case or all the rest of it, or the water business and blah, blah. You can't mention it.
The one thing I really want to talk about.
So I'm thinking, right, I want this interview still. And they said, yep, you can do it. Then I said, listen, it's going to be very, very difficult not to speak about this. And
you lot were trying as well at the top. You lot were like, we're not going to
talk about that. Career, the journey in boxing.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, we've gone now, and we've got a WhatsApp group. I sent out in the WhatsApp group to all the man. You know what? We can't talk about the Mark Breland thing. We can't talk about the Wilder thing. Tundi didn't see it, right? But I'm glad he never, because it was Tundi that was going on to the thing and asking, rare. And he asked him. And then when he went in there, and he went in. But that's emotion coming out now. Because he said, for how long everyone's gunning me, all of the road black man out in America gunning him. Man, you passed his water, man. You spiked his water and all the rest of it. You think, no, I've won you lot. Rare, so he went in.
Yeah.
I didn't tell him to say none of them kind of things. Neither did Tundi. He just went in. Yeah. He went in, and I'm glad that he did go.
He took the ball and ran with it still.
Yeah, he ran with it. And then he realized, right, what he did. He said, okay, anyway, I got to go now. But I said, it's too late now. I'm busy. We got this on tape. Well, it's done.
It's live.
Right. And afterwards, I said, after he made his statement about, I didn't know it was going to be used like this. And I said, Bridget, are you mad? Like anyone had a gun to your head to say this or say that. And then I was getting other man in America saying, oh man, Spence, you didn't go in, you didn't. I said, yeah, because I was told not to. And I said, right, I was happy just to get him because I know you're going to buy it anyway. And so Tundi, being that vibrant Nigerian, he come out and said, what? Come on, tell me what happened.
Man told him to empty the tank, fam.
Yeah, right, exactly. Right, and he just went in. And then when when Mark Breland said, like, he'll never beat Tyson Fury, I said, bro, never.
Might have inspired a whole training camp.
Right, so, and off of that now, then what happened? This way, it's pivotal, you know? Like, this synergy that all of us are building, it's powerful. Because that's the world heavyweight champion now to come out and make a video off of the back of what we said and what we put out. And even if it wasn't like, I'm going in, because I said, like, boy, I couldn't go in. I was told that. He said, well, you can't have the interview then. I said, no, let's bring the thing, yeah? And they did it. But I'm saying, when Mark Breland is saying, like, he'll never beat him because he don't listen, he don't this and blah. I think
you don't
that,
train, you don't
yeah, you don't. I think that was the fire that Deontay Wilder needed.
It's true, you know,
to say, watch, I'm gonna show you, man.
I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you, man, what time of day it is.
I'll show you.
Right, and because of that, that's what I think. I don't know about this fight. I'm not right, but after going on rules, Tyson Fury has forgotten. Furthermore, you know when you just come out the shower and your toenails softened and you take the nail clip and you clip it off.
Yeah.
That disheveled piece of nail clipping of Tyson Fury knows more boxing than Deontay Wilder. Right? Reason being, Tyson Fury's grown in the ting.
Whole nail clipping.
Right. He's grown in the ting. So you can't muck around with a man who's grown in this thing, you know?
It's real.
All right, then. That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
guys.
What an episode.
Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.